Gives me great pleasure to be here today. One more sleep before the Chargers make their comeback game since first game since 2018. Not only am I standing here as the president today, feeling very proud of what we've achieved as a club, I'm very pleased and privileged to announce that Mackay Timber are going to be taking on the naming rights sponsors for the Hobart Chargers. We're a firm believer in supporting the community. We're a family, multi-generational business that believes in pathways for our young Tasmanians for the future, and our special focus is naturally on our women's program and females in sport.
How tough was Mackay Timber to deal with in negotiations?
Oh, they're pretty hard to deal with, they are. I had to stare myself pretty hard in the mirror and have a good talking to. But look, realistically, it's the right thing to do. You've got to support your community. I believe that as a corporate business, you need to support the community that supports your business, and there's no better way than through the basketball that we have in Tasmania, and a great way to provide pathway for young children.
You've been out of in the woods, I suppose, for 2 years now, out of action. Is there any fear that you've lost a bit of that community recognition and brand recognition amongst local basketball fans?
No, I don't think we've lost any brand recognition or community involvement. You've got to remember we were still strong in the community the whole time. We've still been running the schools program with Anthony Stewart, and we're had seen nearly 5,000 students this year, and the target is to see just under about 7,000 for the year. So we're still really strong in the community, and the brand is as strong as ever in my view.
How many are here tomorrow night?
Sorry?
How many will be here tomorrow night?
Sold out tomorrow night. We've got a full house of 500 coming in, so it's a fantastic return, and it's going to be great to see Launceston and Northwest down here with us, and hopefully we can put the teams on the court to send them home with a nice defeat under their belt.
Cool. Maddie, welcome to you.
Thank you.
So you're here for 3 games or 4 at this stage?
Yeah, I've got trying to play as many games as I can. Obviously, we've got some Olympic qualification prep with the 3x3 team, and hopefully, going to the Olympics and all that. So as much as I can, I'll be here, which is really good. It's great to have NBL1 back, but also, I've heard so much, and obviously in previous years been to Hobart, but to actually be a part of it this season is fantastic. And just what you're saying with supporting the community and giving back to basketball, and also, supporting women in sport as well. It's fantastic. It's something that I want to be a part of. And so far, in the last 24 hours, just the people that I've met around the club, it's just been, just great, and great community, great vibe, and looking forward to tomorrow night's game.
What was attractive about the Chargers for you to come down here and play?
I think just from what I've heard over the years, one of my good friends, Kathleen, she had played here for a few years, and she's always been talking about how much she loved it down here. I haven't actually spent a lot of time in Tasmania, and for me it's also, I want to explore around as well. But a new challenge, it's out of Melbourne, new environment, new team. I obviously know of the girls, or most of them from playing in the league, or playing against them in other leagues and stuff like that. But just something new challenge, new environment, new coach, a new community, and I think that's really exciting.
We're looking really good. So just signed Jonathan Mines, guy that's played internationally across the world a little bit, and also with New Zealand. Most recently training with them, and has come down to Tassie to try and get an opportunity down here with both NBL and NBL1.
How strong a Tasmanian flavour will the team have tomorrow night?
Yeah, look, we'll be competitive. We'll put a lot of energy out on the floor. There's obviously the rivalry has never been stronger against the Northwest, and probably even more spice this year with a lot of them being Tasmanian players. So there's always that adversity between who's better. From juniors right through to seniors, so it could spill over tomorrow night. There's no doubt about that. These boys are ready to go.
Where's the usual suspects like Thierry and BJ and these guys? Will they not want to play this year, or what's going on?
Oh, look, I think it was probably time for a bit of a revamp, and there's some guys in particular during COVID that have worked really hard over the last 6-8 months in the gym, on the track. In particular, you got Jack Stanwicks, Jacob Richards, Elijah Pawson, Noah Stratzma. So I feel it was time to give these kids an opportunity, and we'll complement them with Jonathan Mines, and Cohen Satwell will be in there obviously, and Zach White's now naturalised. we were hoping to have an additional 2 imports, but we'll add people as the season goes on with the NBL, and there'll be no strangers within the group, so it'll be ex-players returning that'll be capable to take us right through and win a championship.
Have you shut the door on imports then, overseas?
Oh, look, we've still got them signed. We're still hopeful, but we've got other options now in place. If that doesn't work out, it's really up to our young guys to try and keep our head above water until we get a couple more arrivals. So we want to try and split the first 10 games of the season. Then there's a break in between, and then we'll value add to the group.
You won't get your NBL guys till June, though?
Yeah, June 18th is the plan, which is 12 games left in the season. So these first 10 games, and it's a big game tomorrow night, because what that does is set you up to really keep your head above water early in the season. So both teams will be doing everything to try and get a win with the players on the floor.
What will the hunger levels be like amongst those young Tasmanian boys, given that, you know, just sort of sardines, you get a development deal with the Jack Jumpers, you know, a few of those up for grabs, that sort of thing?
Yeah, I mean, the talk at training even last night was obviously Sardines has been rewarded for his efforts as well, but there are boys down here that are going out tomorrow night to make sure that they can prove that they're ahead of him and the people coming down from the northwest, like the Tas Armstrong. So they've taken it personally, and I would expect it's going to be a real physical game and a bit of flavour to it tomorrow.
They've taken it personally, but Sile was signed before them, you know?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, as a player, as an ex-player, you see people getting signed, you want those spots, and I said, well, tomorrow night's a good chance for you to prove that you should be part of that team. So the Jack Stanwickses of the world and Jacob Richards and all these younger guys will be out to showcase their skills in front of obviously Scott Roth and the Jack Jumpers.
So you've got a bit of a target on his back now, Si?
Oh, I think a few. Yeah, of course he have. That's what makes it great. You want that rivalry, and you want to try and prove people wrong. So they're going out with a bit of something personal to prove to a number of people. So they've got their opportunity, and it's tomorrow night here. It's going to be awesome.
I'm sure you saw you lose your cool back in 2011. You can control your emotions. You're going to be in check tomorrow night. Not letting your fists fly.
Yeah, I won't be on the other side of the line there, Brent, but I'm sure the players. I mean, you look at Ambrose in particular, that he's a little nuggety guard and pretty strong, and he's going to go up against these guys. And I told him, I want you to be physical, and I want to make a statement early in the game. So we'll be as physical as we ever have been, and we'll leave everything on the floor, and it'll be a great opportunity for these kids to showcase their skills.
Mate, welcome to Hobart. Tell us sort of how the process was that you landed here.
Yeah, it was a really quick one. Got the call from Coach Stewie. Basically came straight in on the Wednesday, joined the team, and had a first practice on Thursday. Met the guys, and then got after it, preparing for our big game on Saturday. So,
How hard is that preparing in such a short sort of runway, I guess, to the first game?
you know, it has its challenges, but for the most part, a lot of the systems and Coach Stewie's philosophies, very simple to ease into, and seems like all the guys know how to play the game, so that makes it a lot easier with that transition.
Just heard from Stewie, expecting a physical one with a bit of fire against Northwest on the weekend. Have you been briefed on the history between the two clubs and the rivalry?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, everyone keeps talking about it. Obviously, you know, derbies and games like that, it's a really big game coming up. So I'm not too sure about the history of it though, but I know it's going to be a battle. So. No, so yeah, I was just I was training with New Zealand Breakers for about the past 4 or 5 weeks. So we're in Melbourne. Didn't actually see the court, but more so of an injury replacement. So yeah.
So you feel like you're ready to go? Obviously, you're training with up until the league.
Yeah, definitely, 100%. I feel good physically, and I'm in a good space mentally as well. So it'll be a good battle.
Are you with the Chargers for the whole season, or how's your?
Yeah. So I'll be joining the Chargers for the whole season. So yeah.
Do you feel the weight of expectation a little bit, given that you're such a young group?
That's a great question. I feel like, well, obviously with a lot of bodies down due to injury and stuff like that, but you know, it's next man up mentality, and I feel like I can take that leadership role and help mentor these young kids coming up as well. So.